Good afternoon to all teachers, seniors, and my co-PG. Today, my seminar is on the topic gingival clavicular fluid. Contents of the seminar are introduction, definition, function, history, formation, permeability of junctional and oral sulfur epithelium, methods of collection, problem during collection, composition of GCF, clinical significance, conclusion and references. Introduction. GCF is a complex mixture of substance derived from serum, leukocytes, structural cells of the periodontium, and oral bacteria. These substances possess a great potential for serving as indicator of periodontal disease after therapy. Tissue fluid that seeps through the scrotal and junctional epithelium, it is increased in the inflammation. Whenever there is inflammation, gingival clavicular fluid is increased, and it is diagnostic marker of periodontal disease. Any diseases which start from the oral cavity, GCF play a major role in that. Functions. Main functions of GCF are it cleans the sulcus area. It contains plasma protein that may improve the adhesion of the epithelium to the tooth. And it also possesses antimicrobial properties so that the infection which is present in the gingival area, it is less. And fourth function is exert antibody activity in defense of the gingiva. The main GCF advantage is the antibody is very much high in this, so that the infection is low. Studies of gingival clavicular fluid extend over a period of about 50 years. In the 19th century, a lot of research was done on GCF. First of all, Warham in 1942, he has discussed about how disease pocket is formed through the sulcus. Periodontitis होने के बाद pocket कैसे बनती है, Warham ने 1952 में बताया था. Brill et al. 1962 has studied about the physiology and the composition of the GCF. Lowe and Holm Patterson in 1965 इन्होंने डिस्कस किया था इंडिकेटर ऑफ पेरियोडोंटल डिजीज कि ये मार्कर होते हैं, इंडिकेट करते हैं जब भी कोई भी डिजीज होती है माउथ में, तो यहाँ से ही हमें सबसे पहले पता लगता है. Egelberg in 1966 they discuss about gingival vasculature and permeability because maximum vascularity is in the oral cavity and it is maximum in the gingival area. That's why the absorption of the any kind of drugs, nutrition substances from this area. Schroeder 1969 and Listgarten 1966 they discuss about dentogingival structures. Simonozzi in 1969 they show the presence and function of the proteins in the GCF. इन्होंने सबसे पहले बताया था कि इसमें proteins और इसके functions क्या होते हैं. Time Sorsa, Tula, Ingemann in 1992 they find out that how tetracycline inhibition of the GCF is cholinesterase. Stephen P. and Batson, John T. Gribig, 2002, they discuss about GCF in intralate IL-1 beta in periodontal diseases. Richard C. Baliban, Dimitra Saccalari, 2013, इन्होंने डिस्कस किया था पेरियोडोंटल हेल्थ और डिजीज फ्रॉम द GCF सैंपल. GCF से सैंपल लिए गए थे, उससे फिर जो भी पेरियोडोंटल हेल्थ पे क्या क्या फर्क पड़ता है, इन्होंने उसके ऊपर रिसर्च की थी. सिल्वाना पी बरोस रे विलियम्स 2016 दे डिस्कस अबाउट द GCF एज ए बायोमार्कर. फॉर्मेशन ऑफ GCF जो बनता है इसका रेट है 0.5 to 2.4 ml पर डे. There are two theories that suggest the formation of GCF. Major two theories are, one is Brill and Egelberg. First theory जो इन्होंने कहा था कि increase in the permeability of the vessels leads to seepage of the fluid in the sulcus and formation of the GCF. Theory 2, Alfano and Pashley in 1974 and 1976. They suggested that the initial fluid produced could simply represent interstitial fluid which appears in the cravix as a result of an osmotic gradient. Osmotic gradient की वजह से ही clavicular fluid बनता है. इन्होंने ये पहले suggest किया था. This initial pre-inflammatory fluid was considered to be transudate, and on stimulation this changed to become an inflammatory exudate. This is the main point, transudate and exudate. Alfano पैशले they discuss about कि सबसे पहले जब वो नहीं इन्फ्लामेशन होती है तो उसे ट्रांसुडेट बोलते हैं. जब इन्फ्लामेशन हो जाती है जिंजाइवल एरिया में तो वहाँ पे फिर ये एक्सुडेट बोला जाता है इसको. पैशले मॉडल GCF प्रोडक्शन इज गवर्न्ड बाय पैसेज ऑफ इंटरस्टिशियल फ्लूइड फ्रॉम कैपिलरीज, जो हमारी ब्लड कैपिलरीज होती है वहां से जीसीएफ की प्रोडक्शन होती है, फिर टिश्यूज में जाके फिर लिम्फेटिक सिस्टम में ड्रेनेज होती है। व्हेन कैपिलरी फिल्ट्रेट एक्सीड्स दैट ऑफ द लिम्फेटिक अपटेक फ्लूइड विल accumulate as edema and or leave the area as a GCF. Factors affecting the flow of GCF, many factors are involved in जो कि GCF को इंक्रीज करते हैं डिग्री, जैसे हिस्टामिन हो गया, मैकेनिकल स्टिमुलाई एंड GCF हो गया, प्री इन्फ्लेमेटरी GCF हो गया, कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ प्रोटीन, दीज आर द फैक्टर्स व्हिच इन्फ्लुएंस द GCF. Permeability of junctional and oral circular epithelium. Substances which penetrate through circular epithelium are albumin, endotoxin, thymidine, histamine, phenotime, horseradish, peroxidase. These are the substances which are penetrating the gingival membrane and वो वहाँ पे present होते हैं. Substances that have been shown to penetrate the circular epithelium include albumin, etc. The main pathway for transport of substances across the junctional and circular epithelium seems to be the intercellular spaces, which, according to Schroeder and Munjal and Petrazzoli in 1970, forms 18% of the junctional epithelium and 12% of the oral circular epithelium. स्क्वायर इन 1973 इन्होंने डिस्कस किया था डिग्री ऑफ परमेबिलिटी ऑफ द ओरल म्यूकोजा. उन्होंने कहा था कि डिग्री ऑफ परमेबिलिटी ऑफ ओरल म्यूकोजा इज नॉट इक्वल टू द डिग्री ऑफ केराटिनाइजेशन. उन्होंने ये डिस्कस किया था कि दे डिस्कस दैट 3 रूट्स हैव बीन डिस्क्राइब्ड. जो जीसीएफ का कैसे जीसीएफ बनता है उसके 3 रूट्स हैं. फर्स्ट इज पैसेज फ्रॉम द कनेक्टिव टिश्यू इनटू द सल्कस एज शोन इन द डायग्राम. पैसेज फ्रॉम द कनेक्टिव टिश्यू, जो यहाँ से ये बन रहा है क्रेविकल फ्लूइड. पैसेज फ्रॉम द सल्कस इनटू द कनेक्टिव टिश्यू, ये जो सल्कस एरिया है यहाँ से बाहर निकला. और तीसरा पैसेज ऑफ सब्सटेंसेस थ्रू पैथोलॉजिकल और एक्सपेरिमेंटल मॉडिफाइड जिंजिवल सल्कस. Method of collection of GCF. Ab now we have to study about the GCF. So we should know how to collect the GCF so that we can go for further studies. There are 4 methods: absorbing paper strip method, intraclavicular washings, pre-weight twisted threads, micropipettes, oblique capillary deviance. Absorbing paper strip method. This was given by Brill and Pace in 1958. What they have done in this is introduce filter paper into the gingival sulcus of the dogs previously injected IM with fluorescence. Within 3 minutes, the fluorescent material was recovered on the paper strip. This indicates the presence of fluid in the gingival sulcus. Intraclavicular method, Rudin et al. 1970. In this, absorbing strip is placed into the pocket until the resistance is encountered. इन्होंने ऐसा किया था कि जब स्ट्रिप हम डालते थे, जब तक रेजिस्टेंस ना हो तब तक यूज करते थे, वहां से जीसीएफ को कलेक्ट करते थे. Extraclavicular method. Paper is placed just at the entrance of the pocket. It is quick and easy to use. Can be applied to individual sites. Possibly is the least traumatic when correctly used. जो दूसरा मेथड था उसमें मेन प्रॉब्लम ये थी कि हम ज़्यादा डीप डाल देते थे, जिससे कि इंजरी ऑफ द जो सर्कुलर एपिथेलियम है उसकी हो जाती थी. तो एक्स्ट्राक्लेविकुलर मेथड का यही है कि इट इज लेस ट्रॉमेटिक. लो एंड हॉलमैन पैटरसन देगा. For next method is pre-weight twisted thread. Vanston et al. 1967. What they have done, उन्होंने जब भी टूथ के अराउंड उन्होंने जिंजाइवल जो एरिया था वहाँ पे अराउंड टूथ उन्होंने क्या बोलते हैं कुछ थ्रेड्स डाले थे, जिससे कि वो जिंजाइवल फ्लूइड को कलेक्ट करते थे. बाद में उसकी वेइंग करके उसके लिए सैंपल स्टडी के लिए यूज करते थे. Vanston et al. 1967. इंट्राक्लेविकुलर वॉशिंग्स. इंट्राक्लेविकुलर वॉशिंग्स जो है ओपेनल 1978 में इन्होंने कहा था. जिंजाइवल क्रेविक्स प्लस आइसोटोनिक सॉल्यूशन, डाइल्यूशन ऑफ क्रेविकुलर फ्लूइड और सेल्स प्लस प्लाज्मा प्रोटीन्स. तो इनके पॉजिटिव पॉइंट है. these method are useful for longitudinal studies, permit collection without disturbing the integrity of the marginal tissue, or contamination is least. And disadvantage इसकी ये कि complex procedure है, represented dilution of clavicular fluid. Substances that have shown to penetrate the sulcular epithelium include albumin, etc. The main pathway for transportation हो गया था ना. Sorry. Cressy and Engelberg 1962. इन्होंने micropipette capillary tubing का मेथड दिया था. What is the principle behind this? Is principal collection of fluid by capillary action. After isolation and drying of collection site, capillary tubes of known diameters inserted into the entrance of gingival crevice. Into the entrance of the gingival crevice, GCF migrate into the tube by capillary action. As diameter is known, the amount of GCF can be calculated by measuring distance which the GCF has migrated. Positive point of this technique is this technique appears to be ideal as it provides an undiluted sample of native GCF whose volume can be accurately assessed. और इसकी डिसएडवांटेज है कि इट इज टाइम कंज्यूमिंग, 30 मिनट्स लगते हैं, डिफिकल्टी इन द रिमूविंग ऑफ द कंप्लीट सैंपल. मैथड एस्टिमेटिंग द वॉल्यूम कलेक्टेड. अब हमने वॉल्यूम ले लिया, बट अब उसका मेथड ऑफ एस्टिमेट वो कितना निकला है, उसके दो मेथड्स हैं. एक तो डायरेक्ट व्यूइंग एंड स्टेनिंग मेथड है, एक वेइंग ऑफ स्ट्रिप है. तो सिमेंसी एट ऑल एट 1988 में व्हाट दे हैव डन, स्टेनिंग द स्ट्रिप्स विद, इन्होंने निन हाइड्रेट के साथ उसको स्टेन किया. वो उससे क्या हुआ, उसका पर्पल कलर हो गया इन द एरिया वेयर द GCF हैज बीन एक्युमुलेटेड. एंड वेंस्टेन एट ऑल 1916 में इन्होंने व्हाट दे हैव डन, 2 ग्राम ऑफ फ्लोरेसिन गिव सिस्टमिकली पेशेंट को दिया गया और 2 आवर के बाद उन्होंने कलेक्शन ऑफ GCF किया गया. तो फॉलोइंग विद द स्ट्रिप्स वर एग्जामिन अंडर अल्ट्रावायलेट लाइट में उन्होंने उसको स्टडी किया. Drawbacks क्या है इनके, there are 3 drawbacks. They are not easily applied at the chair side. The inevitable delay in the measuring the strip may result in the increased variation in the report volume as a result of evaporation. The staining of the strip for protein labeling prevents further laboratory investigation of the components of GCF, effectively limiting the technique to that of volume determination. Now, Peritron. It is an electronic method. It is an electronic device. In this method is device for measuring gingival fluid absorbed on paper strips by Harco Electronics, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. कनाडा की फर्म थी, उन्होंने बनाया था. लेटेस्ट एंड स्टैंडर्ड मेथड फॉर मेजरिंग gingival fluid absorbed on paper strips. What is the principle behind this? इसमें कैसे करते हैं कि the wetness of the paper strip affects the flow of an electronic current. It has 2 metal jaws. जिसका कि एक पॉजिटिव होता है, एक नेगेटिव एंड, पॉजिटिव एंड नेगेटिव एंड होता है. When a dry strip is placed, 0 reading is obtained. A wet paper strip will increase the capacitance in the proportion to the volume of fluid, and this can be measured as an increased value in readout. जब भी हम इसमें कनेक्शन देंगे तो वो वेट होती है स्ट्रिप, तो ये एकदम राइज कर जाएगा. इसके there are 3 models, 600, 6000 and 8000 model. But there are some merits and demerits of this machine. Merits: subsequent chemical analysis. इसका फायदा है इवेपोरेशन इज मिनिमाइज्ड. जैसे भी हम आगे पढ़ेंगे सैंपल टेकिंग में कैसे प्रॉब्लम्स आती है, उसमें इवेपोरेशन होता है. जैसे ही हम GCF लेते हैं तो इवेपोरेट हो जाता है, तो वो ये मिनिमाइज करता है. डीमेरिट्स है इसकी इनएबिलिटी टू मेजर वॉल्यूम ऑफ GCF ग्रेटर देन 0.1 माइक्रोलीटर. 0.1 माइक्रोलीटर से आगे ये नहीं रीड करता है. अब दैट वाज आई एम डिस्कसिंग प्रॉब्लम एसोसिएटेड विद कलेक्शन ऑफ GCF. सबसे पहले कंटेमिनेशन. जब भी हम GCF लेते हैं तो ब्लड, सलाइवा या प्लाट से हो जाती है. सैम्पलिंग टाइम जो है वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है. इसमें सैम्पलिंग टाइम 5 सेकंड टू 3 मिनट कैन बी फाउंड. द प्रॉब्लम विद प्रोलॉन्ग कलेक्शन, जिस मेथड में ज़्यादा टाइम लगता है वहाँ पे कंटेमिनेशन और चेंज ऑफ प्रोटीन कंसंट्रेशन पाई जाती है, तो इसलिए सैम्पलिंग टाइम भी एक बहुत बड़ा कॉज है. थर्ड पॉइंट, वॉल्यूम डिटर्मिनेशन. एज यू नो कि GCF की जो वॉल्यूम बहुत कम होता है, इट इज 0.5 to 1 माइक्रोलीटर होता है, तो स्कार्सिटी ऑफ मेटेरियल होता है. एनी स्टडीज के लिए इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट. वी शुड नीड एनफ अमाउंट ऑफ GCF. नाउ नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज रिकवरी फ्रॉम स्ट्रिप्स. रिकवरी स्ट्रिप्स सैंपल्स आर यूजली required for some investigation of the composition of GCF. Data reporting. Constituents formed within GCF samples have either been reported as absolute amount milligram or in concentration with milligram per milliliter. Composition. GCF के 4 components होते हैं: cellular elements, electrolytes, organic compounds, metabolic acid and end products. Cellular elements is epithelial cell, leukocytes and bacteria. Electrolytes: sodium, potassium, calcium. Organic compounds: carbohydrate, proteins and lipids. Metabolic acids and products have lactic acid, hydroxychloroquine, prostaglandin, urea, endotoxin, cytotoxin, and substances antibacterial factors. Enzymes are acid phosphatase, alkaline phosphatase, pyrophosphatase, beta-glucuronidase, lysosome, hyaluronidase, and proteolytic enzyme and lactic acid dehydrogenase. GCF as a diagnostic marker. GCF is a diagnostic marker. An extensive search has been made for GCF component that might serve as potential diagnostic or prognostic marker for the progression of periodontitis. GCF बहुत important role play करता है जब भी periodontal disease होती है, तो that's why it is a diagnostic marker. Kurtzi et al. Stated that markers of disease might encompass three separate categories. First is indicators of current disease activity, second is predicators of future disease progression, and third is predicators of future disease initiation at currently healthy sites. Classification of GCF biomarkers. Gupta ji 2012, they are classified as host-derived enzymes and their inhibitors, tissue breakdown products, and inflammatory mediator and host response modifier. These are all the classified by Gupta and et al. Commercially available diagnostic kit. GCF commercially available kits हैं जो कि बैक्टीरियल एंजाइम एंड होस्ट एंजाइम के लिए बाना पेरिडोंटल टेस्ट है और उसमें फॉर बैक्टीरियल ट्रिप्सिन लाइक प्रोटीजेस पेरियो चेक क्लियर डिटेक्ट्स प्रेजेंस ऑफ न्यूट्रल प्रोसेस दैट इज कोलेंजन पेरियो स्कैन डिटेक्ट्स एंजाइम्स एक्टिविटी ऑफ ए टी फॉर्सेस एंड पी जिंजिवल इम्यूनोलॉजिकल डिटेक्शन इवैल्यूसाइट किट है उसमें हम ऑफ एंटीजन ऑफ ए पी इंटरमीडिएट पी जिंजिवल एंड यूजिंग ऑफ एंटीबॉडी एलिजा टेस्ट के लिए बायोकेमिकल आइडेंटिफिकेशन में पेरियो गार्ड डिटेक्ट्स द प्रेजेंस ऑफ एएसटी pocket watch detects separate amino transfer through colorimeter detection topaz detects toxin derived from anaerobic metabolism and measures GCF protein level. So these all are the kits which are available in the market. Clinical significance. Clinical significance is circadian periodicity. GCF increases from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. and decrease afterward. Average flow was greater in the evening and minimal early in the morning. Bisda et al. Had studied in 1967. Did not find any systemic difference between the flow of laser at 9 a.m. and that of the reflected at the 3 p.m. Spira et al. 1997. They had this research about that. GCF and sex hormones. As earlier seminar of Dr. Monica, she has discussed sex hormone in relation to GCF. Linde et al. In 1969 and Linde and Ludegan 1972. They classify the studies of the females in three groups. During menstruation, increase in GCF because sex hormone cause increase in the gingival vascular permeability. Second, females on birth control pills, significant increase in the amount of exudate recorded. Female during pregnancy, gingival exudate reaches maximum value during the last trimester and decrease to the minimum after the delivery. So these are the sex hormone relation with the GCF. Periodontal therapy and GCF. Various studies have been done regarding periodontal therapy and GCF. Juventin and et al. What they had discussed in 1970, GCF flow decreases 1 week after oral profile and pre-treatment value. जब भी हम स्केलिंग करते हैं तो GCF flow जो होता है वो डिक्रीज रहता है. Suppipated et al. 1970 increase in GCF flow during the first 2 weeks after surgery, followed by gradually same when used mechanical or chemical plug control. वो यहाँ पे GCF गिर जाता है तो ये सुपिटल 1978 में इन्होंने रिसर्च किया था. Tushali and Hara 1980 GCF flow 4 weeks following root planing and curettage. 1 week after gingivectomy there was a striking increase in GCF flow. ये notice है in 1966. GCF in diabetic patient, it is very important. Because now it is world is a diabetic hub, so we should know about GCF. Fikra et al. 1975 similar concentration of glucose in GCF and serum in healthy and diabetic subject. इन्होंने इस पे रिसर्च की. Ringerberg et al. In 1977 described a higher flow rate of gingival fluid in group of diabetic children when compared to the flow rate measured in a group of children without diabetes. With respect to glucose concentration in GCF in the presence of diabetes, they found that the exudate from the diabetic patient contains significant more glucose than exudate from the healthy subject. ये हारा एंड एटॉल ने 1967 में रिसर्च की थी. Now, what's very important, drugs in GCF. Whenever we do give drugs systemically drugs लेते हैं, तो what is the effect on the GCF? GCF में काफी लोकल ड्रग डिलीवरी हम ट्रीटमेंट करते हैं, उसमें लोकली जो ड्रग देते हैं उसमें कंसंट्रेशन जीसीएफ में ज्यादा होती है. ड्रग्स दैट आर एक्सक्रीटेड थ्रू द जिंजाइवल फ्लूइड मे बी यूज्ड एडवांटेजली इन द पेरिडोंटल थेरेपी. Bader and Goldberg demonstrated that IV administration tetracycline in dogs rapidly emerges within the sulcus. Cianco et al. In 1976 measured the concentration of tetracycline in the blood and gingiva fluid in 5 adult patients. 5 adult patients with advanced periodontitis who were given 1 gram of tetracycline HCl daily for 2 weeks and 0.5 milligram for 10 weeks. The concentration of the drug in the gingival fluid was 1:10 of that found in the serum. In a second study from the same laboratory, the concentration of the drug were found to be 5 times higher in samples of gingival fluid as compared to the concentration in the blood. Stephen et al. Measured the concentration of ampicillin, cephalexin, tetracycline, erythromycin, clindamycin, and rifampicin in serum, saliva, and GCF after a single dose administration. Except on one occasion, individual GCF antibiotic concentrations were equal to or considerably greater than those found in saliva, but they were, however, always much lower than the concentration found in serum. Metronidazole is another antibiotic that has been detected in the GCF. Asperger and et al. In 1991, they had done research on that. Influence of mechanical stimuli. Brill in 1959 investigated the effect of chewing and showed that it causes significant increase in cryptography. जब भी chewing करते हैं तो GCF जो है हमारे माउथ में बढ़ जाता है. Chewing and vigorous gingival brushing stimulate the oozing of the gingival fluid. Even the minor stimuli represented by intracellular placement of paper strip increase the production of fluid. Smoking has a very big role. Who smokes, chain smokers are, smoking produces an immediate but transient increase in GCF flow. McLean W.S. et al. In 1993, they have done research on that. GCF production is not increased by trauma from occlusion. Recent findings in GCF, OPG concentration in GCF decreases proportionally with the progression of periodontal disease, that is gingival inflammation and clinical attachment loss, CAL. Bhandari P. et al. 2012, they have done research on that. Oakley and H. et al. In 2013 studied about the GCF resistant level as a potential inflammatory marker for periodontitis with type 2 diabetes mellitus. Himani GS 2013 studied about IL-23 level in GCF is directly proportional to the severity of periodontal affliction, suggesting its possible role in periodontal inflammation. Periodontal treatment down-regulates protease activate receptor 2, VT Alves in 2013, they have done the research. Conclusion. Analysis of GCF constitutes in health and periodontal disease may be extremely useful to monitor periodontal disease because GCF can be easily obtained with non-invasive methods. Thank you and have a nice day.